We're starting out with 6 ounces of maraschino cherries, and I have drained it so that I can keep the juice for the frosting. And we're going to take the cherries and squeeze them out. We want to get as much juice out of them as possible. And we're going to chop them up. And after we're through chopping them, we're going to put them on some paper toweling to help soak up some more of the juice. Because we don't want them to be too wet when we put them in our cupcake, or it'll make the batter very gooey. So I'm going to put it on the paper toweling. While that's draining, we'll come over here and we have 1 cup of sugar. It's the granulated sugar. And to that I'm adding 2 eggs. And at medium speed I'm going to whip this until it's fluffy. Scrape your sides. Also scrape the bottom of your bowl because you've got a large bowl and it can collect on the bottom of the bowl and not get incorporated in your battery. Now we're going to mix our dry ingredients in a small bowl. I have 1 cup plus 1/4 cup of all-purpose gluten-free flour. And to that I'm going to add 1.5 teaspoons of baking powder. Then we want 1/2 teaspoon of salt and 1/2 teaspoon of xanthan gum. Now we're going to add this to our batter here. You might want to turn it down just a little bit when you're adding the dry ingredients to the batter. Now I'm adding 1/2 cup of vegetable oil and 1/2 cup of milk. Now it doesn't have to be milk, it could be soy milk, it could be almond milk. I'm using unsweetened almond milk for this one. And then we're going to add 1 teaspoon of vanilla. Now we'll take it off and we're going to fold in our cherry bites. Okay, we're going to put our cherry bits in. Mix those in real well. We want it mixed in thoroughly so that every cupcake gets a piece of cherry in it. Then we're going to take our cupcake tin and we're going to fill it like that. We're going to preheat our oven to 350 degrees. So we have these almost full to the top. We're going to put them in the oven for 20 minutes at 350 degrees. We're going to test these for doneness. They're perfectly done. They should spring back when you press them in the middle. So we're going to let them cool for 5 minutes on a wire rack, and then we'll take them out of the pan and let them cool completely. Hi, it's time to make our icing for our cupcakes. I started with 1/2 cup of softened butter. We're going to get this at medium speed until it turns fluffy. And I have 2 cups of powdered sugar. I'm going to do 1 cup at a time. We want to get it fully blended in. Now between those 2 cups of powdered sugar, I'm going to add 4 teaspoons of the liquid from the maraschino cherries. Put in their 2nd cup of powdered sugar. Be sure and scrape your sides and bottom. You want to get all that sugar incorporated. And we're ready to ice our cupcakes. So I'm just taking my metal spatula and I'm going to put the icing on my cupcakes. Enjoy!